We live in a technologically advanced world where we have access to the world's information at our fingertips. We have almost every productivity tool imaginable designed to free up our time and our brain power so we can enjoy more of life. But why are we busier than ever before? Why are we so anxious and worried all the time? Why are we easily angered and frustrated? Why do we feel demotivated and lethargic? It's because we've lost control of our thoughts and emotions. Technology, and especially social media, has made us lose touch with ourselves. Here are some examples. What's the first thing we do when we wake up in the morning? We go on Instagram and we see all the fun our friends had without us. We're constantly comparing our lives with their perfectly curated social media moments. We see rich people living their yacht lives, driving fancy cars, and traveling the world, and we think, why can't I have that? Instead of starting the day off full of gratitude and positive emotions, jealousy, inadequacy, self-doubt, and other negative thoughts fill our minds. We check our emails and it's filled with people asking us for things. We're overwhelmed with the things we have to do and the people we have to please. We check the news and all we see is corruption, scandal, looming economic collapse, and the threat of war. If this is what we subject ourselves to first thing every morning, how can we cultivate positive thoughts and emotions? But the thing is, this isn't just happening in the morning. We're constantly stimulating our minds throughout the whole entire day. When we're at a stoplight or we're waiting in line, we pull out our phone to get our next fix. Even worse, the number of likes and comments that we get on our social media posts often determines our moods. We keep checking how we did because we relish that hit of dopamine that we get every time we see the likes go up. The bottom line is, external factors determine our moods way more than they should. It's no surprise then that we snap at our loved ones or take our frustrations out on a total stranger. Road rage happens daily, and even a small delay in service gets us heated. We are constantly distracted and overwhelmed, anxious and worried. And after a long day of our minds racing and our emotions tumbling, we come home exhausted. We have no energy or motivation to take care of ourselves or our families. We resort to fast food and binge watching TV shows instead of cooking a healthy meal and spending quality time together. Life turns into a vicious cycle of being overwhelmed with things to do, but being too distracted to get anything done. That's why we're busy all the time and we're afraid to make commitments. There's something that's evident in all of this, a central problem we must address. Too often, we let external circumstances dictate our emotions. Instead of controlling our thoughts control us. Lucky for us, there is a solution. Now, quitting social media, emails, internet, and the news to live like a hermit isn't practical. But there's a way we can train our minds to be less reactive and more proactive. We can learn to identify the negative thought patterns and the self-sabotaging stories we tell ourselves that prevent us from living the way that we want. We can recognize the triggers in our lives that make us do things that we promised ourselves we wouldn't. We can learn to listen to our bodies and understand what it needs. We can learn to be mindful and live in the present moment, to get off the roller coaster of emotions that happen each day so we can get on with our lives and stay productive. And the way we can do all of this is through meditation and mindfulness practice. Meditation has a branding problem. We often think that meditation is just for monks or it's a mystical ritual that has no practical application. But Tim Ferriss, a best-selling author and a podcast host, said that after interviewing 140 people at the top of their fields, over 90% of them had some sort of morning mindfulness or meditation practice. That means a lot of successful people are using meditation to create their lives. Tim Ferriss describes meditation as a way to decrease emotional reactivity so you can proactively create your day and your life. Meditation is not about controlling our thoughts, but more about observing and recognizing our thoughts without engaging in them. By starting our days off with meditation, we can learn to detach ourselves from the flurry of thoughts and emotions that occur throughout the day. We can start to worry less about things that are out of our control and focus on the task at hand. In short, daily meditation can help you live your life the way you want. So, are you ready to give meditation a shot? There are many tools for meditation out there, but the easiest ones are the apps that you can download on your phone. I recommend either Headspace or Calm. Headspace is guided by Andy Puttycombe, who is a former monk. He has a soft voice with a British accent, which I've come to enjoy. Calm is guided by Tamara Levitt, who is an experienced meditator who has an American accent. You should try both and see which one you like better. Both apps have free content, but most of their stuff is subscription based. I personally think it's worth it, but if you don't want to pay, there are tons of free meditation guides on the internet, one of them being quietkid.com. So, if you never tried meditation before, maybe it's time. Try it for 10 days for just 10 minutes a day. It has a potential to change your life. We can't change the things that happen to us in life, but we can change the way we experience it. Just 10 minutes at a time. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.